just my children and my wife. Thank my lucky stars to be living here today, 'cause the flag still stands for freedom and they can't take that away. And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today, 'cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA.
I want you to know, I know Ed Letourneau for over 20 years. He's a neighbor of mine, and everything he said is true about him. He's a great guy. And before we start, I want to say Jack Schaus initiated the Patriot Award program. He's been around long enough.
Thank you very much. Before I go into the recipient of the award, I want to recognize someone in our audience, our first individual who received the Patriotic Award in Burr Ridge, Walt Bergenthal. Well, you set the bar pretty high, too. I just want to briefly tell you how we arrive at to award the individual this honor. There are three things we ask that people tell us about. Whether the nominee has been supportive of veterans and those currently serving in the armed forces and or has served in the armed forces. But the fact that they were not a veteran is not a requirement. Second one is the nominee has demonstrated outstanding support for his country and the United States Constitution. And the nominee, the third one, is the nominee has initiated programs to help youth and others remember and honor those who are currently serving or have served in our country. Now, we have had this is our fourth person being awarded, and it's a special honor for me. It's a triple honor. The recipient of the award is Burr Markstrom, and the reason why it's such a triple specialty, not only is she the first woman, she was not a veteran, but she lives in Burr Ridge, and those are the three. But my heart is broken in just talking the things that she's done. And let me just tell you some of the things. I'll cover just the things. Barb is a devoted passion, has a devoted passion for the honor flight. Now, I don't know if you people know about the honor flight, so let me just tell you a little about it. The honor flight is an organization that takes World War II veterans on an unforgettable day in Washington, D.C. This special day in honor of those men and women for their dedicated service in the country. And the day to the veterans is successfully run with the help of caring volunteers. Now, this is completely free. And I don't know if any of you know the hundreds and hundreds of veterans who have gone on these flights. So let me just tell you what happens. Before each flight, she single-handed organizes a volunteer schedule for both the AM and PM shifts. setting in motion several hundred volunteers, or orange shirts as they're called. You see those orange shirts? These are the volunteers, of which there are many. And there are many stations throughout the airport to ensure a AM processing procedure and a PM exiting for our honored World War II veterans. The flight starts, now get this, at 2:30 a.m., not p.m., with Barb opening at the HF office at Midway Airport. And generally, she locks the doors well into the next morning after the honor flight has successfully returned to Midway. Only this can be accomplished with a well-organized term of volunteers with Barb's perfect communication skills. I don't know if you've talked to anyone, but I have. And I almost get teary-eyed in seeing their joy. And the one thing that you mentioned to me, they go through this and they see all the wonderful monuments to World War II and Korea and all the other field, other battles and wars. But they say the joy really is height when they get off the plane. They're met with children and relatives and cheers and thanks for what they have done. Now this, I understand, Barb has been going on for 8 years.
Wow.
8 years. And I'm so glad to present you this wonderful award. You please join me. This is the plaque that we give her. In addition to giving her this plaque, she will also be in the main plaque in our village hall forever, with her name with the other ones. It's named the Burr Patriotic Award, presented to Barb Barkstrom in recognition of her unselfish service to the United States veterans, May 21st, 2016. I just want to say one other thing. We're often told that about the greatest generation. People like this. That generation is still living in all of us. Get out there and brag about America. Do what you can for the veterans, but more for America. We are a proud bunch of people, and it's sure to be grateful.
This is going to be short and sweet because I am actually a horrible public speaker. I'm really good at the airport with all the orange shirts. I'd like to thank the Veterans Committee for this honor, and I'd like to thank Pat List for nominating me. Volunteering for Honor Flight Chicago for the past 8 years has been very rewarding. I've made lots of new friends. Currently, we have over 750 volunteers. And I've had the opportunity to, along with all our orange shirts, to honor many veterans. And that is what today is really about, is honoring veterans. So to all of you here, I'd like to say welcome home and thank you for your service.
There's one more thing, I'm not going to let her go yet, I know, and she's a fantastic public speaker. We talked about this. When it's about someone else or something else, you can do it. When it's about you, of course you're tongue-tied. You just can't. But I wanted to ask you a question. Do you like that little planter there on the edge of the stage? Well, that's actually yours. It's from all your friends and family at the Park District. But LaVon taught me well, use it and then let her have it. So we thought that would be definitely a good use. I'll help you get it to your car. And Jack had talked about all those letters that you get gathered for all the veterans and all that kind of thing. Well, you have a sneaky member of your family. She did the same thing. Barb has her own mail call of support. We call them love letters, but the support love letters just for you. Thank you. Congrats.
From the lakes of Minnesota to the hills of Tennessee, across the plains of Texas, from sea to shining sea, from Detroit down to Houston and New York to LA. Well, there's pride in every American heart, and it's time we stand and say today, 'cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today, 'cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the